everyone. I am pleased to be joined now by the 2021 ANA Inspiration Champion, Patty Tavatanakit. Patty, we have seen you after every round this week. We've talked about your composure, how you felt, but how are you feeling now that you can say you are a major champion?
For some reason, I'm still calm. You know, there's some calmness in me. I don't know why. But like I said, I just wanna to be done. And since this morning, didn't get a lot of sleep last night. But I meditated twice this morning, and just be patient. And it was gonna be hard out here, I know, and I gotta be really strong mentally. So it feels great to be a major champion. It still hasn't really sunk in yet. The fact that I just turned 21 6 months ago, and now I'm a major champion on my rookie year. Just crazy.
You talked about on the green after your win how you remembered getting your low-am trophy back in 2019. What does it mean to kind of come full circle now with the Dinah Shore Trophy?
It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I feel like I'm really grateful for all the opportunities I got from before, AJGA for having me play here as an amateur, and also got an invite when I was in college. Really grateful for those opportunities to come and play, experience the course, and know how it's like to play in a major. And I feel like that helped me a lot. I was talking to my coach last year at the U.S. Open. I was like, wait, this is my 5th U.S. Open. And then I was just, oh man, like I've played in a couple of majors, like enough to know how to handle myself out there. And it was probably the best experiences I've ever gotten from, anyone who's given to me.
All right, we're going to open it up for questions behind me, starting with Steve.
Patty, at what point were you aware of what Lydia was doing?
No point.
You never knew?
No, not even on the 18.
So was there any point in the round where you felt like, this may be getting a little sideways, and you were able to hit a shot that brought it back?
Not really. I feel like I've been striking the ball well all day, just didn't make putts. I still shot 4 under. It was a good round. Like I said, I didn't really look at the leaderboard. I didn't really care who did anything. I just want to focus on myself, and because I know that will, lead me to somewhere I want to be.
Did you know that you are the first player in history to make this their first win in their rookie year?
No.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Accomplished. Obviously, coming into this year, I didn't really set any goals just because I knew how tough it was last year, and I just want to come out, try to learn to be a better player. My dad kind of told me, like, if anything, you should keep your goal as having under 100 Rolex ranking and top 60 for CME, and that's just been kind of, my goal. At the back of my mind, I really want to win. I told my coach about it, but I didn't expect to win here.
Karen?
How much did playing in the final group in February in Georgia, was that in Georgia, help?
At Cambridge.
Cambridge. Help this today? Is there a carryover or experience?
It did carry over. I watched how the winner played, how Nelly played. She played really good that day. Obviously, she stayed patient. I learned a lot from that. And, it takes a lot out here to win, obviously, and all I need to do, like I told myself, like, you just gotta be patient, because I'm impatient. I'm a very impatient person. I can, go sideways pretty easily, but for some reason, after playing in the final group at Cambridge and going back second off the last at the Ocala, taught me a lot of experiences to finally close it down on a Sunday.
Thank you.
Patty, you've established college and the Metric Tour. You won a lot. Just like 10 times between UCLA, 3 wins, and 29 wins inside Metro. want to win, you know, to close out an event. For today, it's a bigger stage. Could you feel more gravity in trying to close out today?
Yes, for sure, because I wasn't able to close it at Gamebridge or Ocala, and there's some weight in there in me where like I gotta do something different. And I took that approach, and it turned out pretty great, you know.
Just a quick follow-up. I mean, you seemed aggressive throughout today, whereas a lot of times young players in this situation, you might try to dial back a little bit, be a little more conservative. It seemed like you had your foot on the pedal throughout. Does that really help you with that
Yes,
mindset? If
that's the mentality since the first day. So, you know, just keep pedaling. You never know what's gonna happen out here. I just gotta keep going and going.
All right, Zach.
Patty, you left Q Series in 2018, and I remember you telling me, I'm not ready for this. You went back to college.
I didn't want to be there.
Yeah, you didn't even
It
want to
was
be
like 2 weeks long, and it was raining, and I had midterms, and I was just like, I'm miserable. I don't like this. I want to go back.
How much did the Symetra Tour help you for this moment?
Huge. I learned how to win out there. I learned how to be comfortable, to feel like I could do it, which really helped. If I were to recommend anyone to turn pro, they should go to Symetra. It's a preparation tour. It's not a transition from college to LPGA. It's huge. It's way too big, for me personally. But I'm really glad I played on Symetra Tour for half a season, even though, you know, going in I kind of just want to make it to Q Series. I ended up getting the card, winning 3 times, which is incredible.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you to walk us through a few shots. The chip shot on 14 looked pretty delicate. You almost chipped it in. Can you walk us through that one?
I practiced my chipping on the putting green this morning, and I got some nice feel to it. You know, I was really calm. The lie was sitting down. It was not the best, but I was pretty comfortable with it. I've been chipping really good since Monday. So every time I miss the green, I'm like, yeah, I can make up and down from anywhere.
That was an incredible chip on 17. Another one that it looked like was going in. Walk us through that one a little bit.
Well, obviously, I feel like if I knew what was going on, I don't know if I could pull that. Since I didn't know, I just played like how I would, do it freely, and I feel like that just helped. Like, I like chipping really close to the green. You would barely see me putt, and I just have a really nice feel in my hands.
And I asked you yesterday about being a closer, and now you're a closer. How does it feel?
It's like, it hasn't really sunk in, it's kind of surreal right now. But I feel great. I feel like all the hard work and dedication into trying to be better as a golfer has paid off. And huge thank to that to my coach, Grant Wade, and PN Lin Vision 54 to helping me stay sharp on the course.
Right.
All right, we have some on Zoom. Once again, if you have any questions for Patty on Zoom, please be sure to utilize the chat function to let me know, and I'll call on you. Beth Ann, I know you have a question.
Yeah, hi, Patty. Congratulations.
Hi. Thank you.
Super impressive. I wanted to go back to last night when you said you couldn't
Sleep.
How much sleep do you think you actually got, and what kind of thoughts were running through your mind?
I remember just counting my breaths for it reached 100 for 5 times, and I shut the light at 10. I took magnesium powder just to help relaxing my muscles and to sleep a little better. Try to go to bed around 10. I think I laid around until 11:30 and got up to go to the bathroom at probably 5. For almost 5, and just stayed up.
Were you thinking at all about that jump in Papa's Pond and what that might be like?
Yeah, I was. There's a lot of thoughts going on throughout from 6 a.m. to 1. Until now. There's probably a million thoughts, that run through my head, and I don't remember them all just because I just want to stay present the whole moment, the whole time I'm out there on the course. And, breathing helped, just activating my senses and to be aware of myself. It really helped me to be present out there.
And if I could just ask one more, what was the most helpful thing that Kia and Lynn said to you this week?
I actually have it on my text. I could read it to you. I sent them a text about my core values this morning. Do you want me to read it? Okay.
Read it.
Yes.
So I said, they said, reality check. You don't know if you're going to win or not today. You can play good and not win, or you can play so-so and still win. You do want to make yourself proud by taking the best actions possible to manage yourself and your game plan. And that was huge. I took that really seriously. Just focus on what is 100% under your control, because the outcome is you can't control it. And I said, I agree. No matter what happens today, my core values are: 1, my parents will be proud of me and still love me no matter what. 2, I'm already so proud of myself to be able to play good the last 3 days and, just be a better player already since last year. And 3, I'm still going to be the same Patty who appreciates the love and care from the people that matters in Patty's life. And 4, at the end of the day, there's always room for improvement, and I won't stop trying to be or get better. And I feel like those words, I just keep making it sink into my system, and I really think those core values helped me to win today.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Beth Ann. Douglas, if you'd like to unmute yourself.
Thanks. Patty, congratulations on a fantastic week of golf.
Thank you.
When you were walking across by the grandstand and the memorial wall and getting ready to walk across the bridge over Poppy's Pond, what was going through your mind?
I was happy and excited, and I got a little emotional. But I just kept telling myself it's not over yet. You still have to try your best to make the putt or just to putt that. And I think Ryan, my caddy, saw me, got a little bit emotional, and he said, come on, let's focus on the last one, which I did. And I feel like I just pull myself out of the emotional state and just be back to where I need to be.
On the course today, when you got to 17 under, did you at any time start thinking about trying to get to 19 under or chase the tournament scoring record?
A little bit. I was trying to go up to 20, but the putts weren't dropping. But I wasn't going to force it. I was just, I played great. 4 under on a Sunday on the last group. That's, looking back, I'd say it was really tough.
One last thing. How are you going to savor this moment, and what's next for Patty?
I did not hear
How are
that.
you going to savor the moment, and what's next for Patty?
I'm just going to let it sink in. Know that I can win out here, which, I proved to myself that today. And there's always going to be the next step from here, because obviously I always want to get better. I always, I like to win. So hopefully more wins ahead of me.
All right. Thank you, Douglas. We do have a question about your caddy. You just talked about how your caddy was really helpful in keeping you calm, especially in the last one. Were there any conversations that really helped, especially on this final day here with him?
Yeah, we talked things through every shot pretty good, and he kept me really calm. He tried to have me stay on the same pace since day one, which was huge because, I could be walking faster, walking slower, doing things a little different. Like, for example, yesterday, I wasn't really, hitting it as aggressively towards the end because I was tired, and he told me that. So I was like, okay. he's really aware of that, and he played so he understands.
All right, and then Harvey. Harvey, if you would like to unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Paddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You said throughout the week you haven't checked social media, you haven't really been on your phone much. I know you've obviously called back home, but what's the phone going to be like when you open it up? I'm guessing just quite a few notifications.
It's already been a lot. I'm having it on my hand right now, and there's a lot of people reaching out, and obviously a lot of people reached out yesterday too, but I just feel like I can't respond to everyone, which I feel really bad. I don't usually do that. But, P and Lynn, and also Grant told me, like, you should respond to people you want to connect with and who you feel like you don't have to talk much about golf, which I did.
Well, enjoy the notifications.
Thank you, Harvey. Beth Ann, I know you have another question if you'd like to unmute.
Just one more for me, Patty, if I could. The way your power this week was just incredible. I'm just wondering if you could just speak to where you think your power comes from and how you're able to harness it so well in big moments like this.
Well, physical strength is important, and I've been training hard, getting my body to move the right way and stronger with Dr. Brendan McLaughlin down in Orlando. And I also have my trainer in LA, which I actually visited her Monday to train with her, and I'm actually training with her tomorrow at noon. It's been great. I feel like both of them understands what I'm going through, and they try to keep me strong and address my weaknesses. It's been a huge help in that regards, and more importantly, it's my swing change and how I'm swinging it more freely, more efficiently, and that's all Grant's work.
Is this the longest you've ever hit the ball in your life?
I think so. It's dry here and it's hot, the ball's going far. I mean, if it were to be like 50 degrees, I would hit it 240, 250, like average.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you.
Patty.
All right, with that, I think I'll just wrap it up with one more question here, Patty. What are you thinking now that you've had the time to put on the robe? This is the 50th edition of the ANA Inspiration. What does it mean to come out of here winning the 50th edition of a major championship with such long history and tradition?
It means the world for me to finally win an LPGA Tour event to begin with, and on top of it, doing it at a major. It's been surreal, always wanted to win a major, and my goal for my career is to get a Grand Slam, obviously, and I got one checked out.
All right, thank you, Patty, and thank you everyone on the call. Congratulations.
Thank you.